Some argue that you need motivation in order to reach your goals, while others say that you need to have discipline. But what if I told you that you need equal parts of both? Oh, honey, I hope you're ready for this episode because I'm about to break down the top 10 motivators and how to use motivation and discipline to reach your most ambitious goals. If you're ready to get started, I need for you to get your Post-it, your pen, your ambition planner, and let's go. Hello, Ambition Babes. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion, also known as the face of ambition across all social media platforms. I specialize in helping women over 40 who are ready to reinvent themselves, who are ready to glow up, who are ready to prioritize self-care and just need a little guidance, need a big sister, need a bestie to help motivate them, encourage them, and root for them along this journey. And don't worry, honey, if you're not over 40, just consider me as your big sister who is ready to be able to lead and guide you into the next amazing phase of your life. So I have heard over and over again that motivation is fleeting. You don't actually predicate the things that you want to be able to accomplish on motivation because you may not be motivated today to get them done. So everyone says you got to lean into discipline. But the reality of it is that if you don't have motivation, you're not going to actually have any action steps to get it done, which is your discipline. And if you have all this discipline in the world and no motivation, then what are you working towards? And so today I'm about to break down the top 10 motivators and give you the action steps in order to be disciplined in order to reach that goal. I hope you're ready to get started because number one is prioritizing your health and fitness. Surprise, surprise. Of course, we all have a motivation to be able to feel our very best, to look our very best. What motivates you to be able to want to lose weight? When we lose our motivation for wanting to lose weight, then we don't lose it. You have to be able to have a motivation. Is it your birthday? You want to feel a certain type of way. You want to be able to fit into a certain size jean. You want to be able to look a certain way in a bikini that you've been spotting, that you've been eyeing, that you really want to look like. You've been really wanting to get back into a weight before you had the baby, or maybe even back to your college weight. What is your motivation, honey? If you are not motivated, you're not going to be able to attach that to your discipline. So what is the motivation behind you wanting to be more healthy, more fit? It cannot be because I want to look like a girl that I saw on Instagram. It has to be a real motivation, like something that actually drives you. And then comes the discipline. So you have your motivation. I know I want to fit into a size 8 jean, or I want to feel a certain way whenever I put on my clothes. You got your motivation in place. Now comes the discipline. What actions do you need to take every single day in order to get to that goal? Currently, I'm a size 18 and I want to get to a size 8. What are the action steps that you're going to need to take in order to get to that goal? That's discipline. That's going to take you watching your caloric intake, drinking your water, getting in your 10,000 steps every single day. It's going to take you being disciplined in a certain action in order to reach that goal. I want to take a stretch here and say that discipline is actually the easiest part of the journey. Honestly, staying motivated is really, really hard because what we tend to do is move the goalpost. Did I say I wanted to lose weight by my birthday? Because that is coming up in 2 months. I didn't mean my birthday. I meant by the end of the year. The things that we will do whenever we are unmotivated is lie, cheat, and steal. And the thing that I have learned about staying disciplined to your fitness goals is to find something that you enjoy being disciplined at. For me, it's spinning. I love spinning. I love going to spinning classes. I love the sweat. I love the grind. I love getting on that bike, taking out all my frustrations. For you, it may be walking your 10,000 steps or lifting or doing a Pilates class. Find the thing that you can be disciplined in and stick to it. Number 2 is in your career or your side hustle. I was talking to a client the other day and she's ready to leave her job. And the suggestion that I gave her was that you need to create that resignation letter. And you know how on Google you can schedule it to be sent on a certain date? Go ahead and schedule that email to be sent out on a certain date and watch how motivated you stay to reaching that goal. If you say you're ready to leave that 9 to 5 and start that business or that nonprofit, or if you're ready to move up to the C-suite in your business, it's going to take you setting a date and actually doing the things that it's going to take to get there. This is when discipline checks in. What is it going to take for you to get there? How many units are you going to have to make X amount of dollars that's going to help you to be able to leave your 9 to 5? What skills do you need to develop in order to get the job that you're looking for? What is the action that you're going to need to take in order to leave the job, in order to advance in the job? Who are you going to need to start networking with? What are the professional skills that you're going to need to develop? What does your resume need to say in order to qualify for the position? What are the steps that you need to take in order to get to the goal? Let me tell you something that I know. When you're ready to leave that job, nothing is going to stop you. But what is going to hold you back is the discipline that it takes, the action steps that it's going to take in order to make an exit. Number 3 is, what is your financial motivation? Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be like, what's his name? You want to be like Uncle McDuck or Uncle somebody swimming, backstroking in money? You want to be financially stable? Okay, fantastic. What does financial stability mean to you? What is your financial motivation? Is it that you're ready to put your kids through college? You want to be able to retire comfortably. You want to buy the house of your dreams. You want to be able to pay off your car or pay down any amount of debt. Whatever your financial motivation is, it's time to get disciplined in order to reach that goal. That is going to mean looking at your bank account every single day, creating a budget, which y'all know how I feel about that word, in order to be able to reach that financial goal. If you are currently saving 10% of each of your checks in order to take that dream vacation, but you're realizing that I want to be able to do 2 vacations as opposed to 1, you're going to need to double down on your savings. You're going to have to get extra disciplined in some areas in order to actually achieve the goal. I'm not even going to hold you. Financial discipline is something that is extremely difficult to do, but when you get it, you got it. And the thing that helps you to stay financially focused is your motivation. Number 4 is your self-care and well-being motivation. I know that for me, my self-care motivation was I wanted to just be able to rest well. I wanted to feel intentional about the way that I presented myself. I wanted to feel my very best. I wanted to eat good food. I wanted to keep my body moving. I wanted to clear up my skin. I wanted to pamper myself whenever I deserved it. I never stayed motivated in the area of self-care long enough in order to actually achieve any of my goals. One of the things that you have got to be disciplined in, if you have a skincare goal, is actually putting on the cream every single day. They work. The facial cream works. Whatever they said it's going to do is going to do. But if you're not disciplined to the process of doing it every morning and evening and creating a skincare routine, you're not actually going to achieve that skincare goal. If you want to be able to rest well and get up early in the morning and go for those hot girl walks and be able to eat a healthy breakfast and meal prep, you're going to have to be disciplined and go to the grocery store or order your groceries in order to have the food in the house to meal prep. What is your motivation around your self-care? Is it not feeling as stressed and overwhelmed and feeling anxious about the things that are going on in your life? If you find that journaling is something that helps you to be able to feel more centered, then you're going to have to be disciplined about getting up a little bit earlier every single day to give it the time that it deserves. I could go on and on about self-care because it's really an area that we desire to be more motivated in doing and sticking to, but it's one of the areas that we lack the most discipline. Number 5 is in our relationships. What is your motivation behind improving that relationship? If you want to be able to improve the relationship with your mom, why? Why is it something that is important to you? What is your motivation behind increasing your communication with your spouse or your partner or your children? What is the feeling that you want in each of your relationships that you're searching for, that you really desire? What is the reason why you feel as if the relationship isn't even good? One of the things that I've really found that helps me stay motivated in my relationships is to understand the things that have gone wrong and the areas where I want to improve. So you guys know I make a big claim all the time that I say that marriage is easy. And I stand on business every time I say it because marriage can be the easiest part of your day if you are intentional about nurturing it. What is your motivation behind having a good marriage? Is it that you want the ease and the laughter that you all had whenever you were dating? Is it that you want to feel love and affection and intimacy with your spouse? Once you identify the motivation behind why you want to change or improve your relationships, the action step and the discipline that it takes in order to have that becomes something that you have to do and work on every single day. Every single day, you're going to have to consider your screen time and the lack of communication and intentionality you're giving to your relationship. One of the ways that I've been extremely disciplined in nurturing my relationship with my husband is that we have scheduled date nights. Let me tell you something. You think I love a schedule? My man loves a schedule. Most people do. They like to be able to know what to expect. And if you say you're going to do something and doing it makes you super trustworthy, it helps deepen the connection that you have and gives you something to look forward to. We literally have 52 dates every single year. It's the highlight of our year. We'd love to be able to catalog the dates that we have by the end of the year and just reflect on the time that we spent together that month or even that year. Our lives are busy, but we have to be disciplined when we are nurturing a relationship that means something to us. Number 6 is in your pursuit of learning. Again, you're never going to have a video where I'm not going to bring up leveling yourself up, honey. What is your motivation for wanting to level up? Why do you want to be better at something? What type of skill don't you currently possess that you want? Do you want to learn Spanish? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to get a certification in XYZ? Do you want to improve your skills in an area that you currently work in? If your motivation for learning a new language is going to be the summer that you spend in Spain, now you found a really good reason to be disciplined in the pursuit of learning a new language. It's going to take you showing up every single day, pulling out your little app, pulling out whatever software that you use in order to learn that language, in order to be prepared for your vacation. It would be a real shame for you to go all the way to Spain thinking you're going to have the time of your life and you can't communicate with anybody. What is your educational motivation? Why do you want to level up? Why do you want to learn something new? Finding the motivation behind wanting to actually reach this goal, setting a deadline to achieving it, and being disciplined to the action steps that are going to help you get there are going to make you feel like that girl. Number 7 is the motivation behind your spiritual growth and development. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to have a closer walk with the Lord. My motivation behind wanting a closer walk with God is so that I understand and can hear his voice whenever he's speaking to me. We know the voice of the person that we have a relationship with. Therefore, my motivation is to be able to speak to him as often as possible so that I know whenever he's leading and guiding me. What is your motivation in praying and meditating more? Whenever you identify why it is important for you to grow spiritually, the discipline that is going to take for you to be able to achieve that goal becomes so easy. Like in my example, I desire a closer walk with God. Therefore, the discipline of picking up my Bible before I pick up my phone in the morning is super easy. I've simply decided that I was going to make it a habit. And you know what? Let me back up and say this. Your habits are a decision. Anything that you want to be disciplined at is a decision that you get to make every single day. You get to decide to go on Instagram before opening your Bible app. You get to decide that you're not going to pray about a decision and decide to make it on your own. You get to decide that. But what happens whenever you have a goal to be able to grow spiritually, the discipline that it takes in order to create the habit to speak to God about the decision, to be able to lean on him for understanding, and for your decision to seek his face every single day becomes habitual. Number 8, one of the things that a lot of us girlies want to do is to be able to travel the world and have new experiences. But I challenge you to tell me why. Why do you want to go to the Maldives? Why do you want to go to Jamaica? Why do you want to ski in the Alps? If the motivation is because you crave the experience, you want to see new things, you want to be able to have amazing memories that you can share with the next generation, then it makes it that much easier to find the discipline in order to save the money and plan the trip. But if your motivation is because I saw somebody else on the internet be able to go to the Maldives and she was swimming in that really cute bikini down in Turks and Caicos, it's going to be that much harder for you to stay disciplined to that goal. Just like any other motivation, if it's not sincerely your motivation, if it's not sincerely something that you want to be able to achieve, it's going to be extremely difficult to stay disciplined to reaching that goal. Number 9 is to start a passion project or a nonprofit. If your desire is to start a nonprofit, I already know what your motivation is. You have a heart bigger than this room. You want to be able to help individuals. You want to leave individuals better than the way that they came into your organization. And it's going to take you to remember your mission, your purpose, your why every single day in order to be able to reach that goal. My coach, Eric Thomas, says it all the time. Every day means every day. Every day you're going to have to fundraise. Every day you're going to have to get up with your mission and purpose in mind. Every day you're going to have to be excited about pivoting or creating a new method in order to reach your goals. As a person who has helped start a nonprofit organization, I understand the passion that you have and the motivation that you have behind reaching that goal. And the easiest way to be able to stay motivated to that goal is to identify exactly what you want to be able to achieve in a 90-day or annual period. For us, we started a chapter of Impact 100 in Louisville. We needed 100 women to donate $1,000 in order to create a $100,000 impact goal. Our motivation was giving away $100,000 to a worthy nonprofit. Where discipline came in was identifying 100 women to be able to join the organization. Every day meant every day. We had to find women that were interested in joining. We had to ask them for their $1,000. And let me tell you, $1,000 is not like oh yeah, girl, I just got it in my back pocket type donation. This is something that you had to stop and think about. So we had to contact them again. It meant that we had to be disciplined in order to reach the goal. In just a few years, we were able to raise over $1.5 million for worthy nonprofits in Louisville, Kentucky. It took motivation and discipline in order to reach that goal. And if you have a passion project that you want to work on, those are the 2 elements that are going to help you to reach that goal in no time. And number 10 is to declutter and organize your life. Leave it to a planner, girl, to bring up organization. But if your motivation is that I'm tired of looking at this house the way it is, I'm tired of feeling so sporadic in my life and I don't feel like I have any stability, I feel like I can't actually have really good boundaries because every time somebody asks me to do something, I hop to it because I have no schedule and no structure in my daily and professional tasks. If your motivation is to have more control in your home and in your life structure, you have got to become disciplined about scheduling your life. Just like I have a schedule for meetings and my recording schedule, and when I go to the gym and whenever I spend time with my husband, I have a cleaning schedule as well. If your motivation is decluttering your life, keeping your home clean, having it feel good every time you walk in the door, one of the things that you're going to have to become disciplined in is touching it once. Take off your shoes, put them away. Use the mascara, put it back where it goes. Take the pickles out the refrigerator, screw back on the top, put them in there as soon as you're finished using them. In order to declutter and organize your life, it's going to take you tapping into the next level of discipline, because it is something that can easily slide to the wayside because of all the other things that are going on in life. But just like all the other action steps that I offered you today, it's going to take you making that discipline a habit. Make a habit of sitting down every single Sunday and planning out your week. Make a habit of saying no to individuals who want to be able to jump on your schedule whenever you have other tasks that you know you want to complete instead. Make a habit of making the kids do their chores and putting the things away so that you're leading by example. Create a routine that is easy for you to stick to, and organizing and decluttering your life will be a discipline that you're excited to tap into every single day. Ladies, I hope this is the video that you watch every single time you lack motivation. Every single time you're like, I want to be able to do this, but I always seem to make an excuse as to why I cannot get to it today. I want you to find the discipline that it takes to reach your goals. I know that you can do it. You know that you can do it. God has put a fire and a purpose inside of you, but the devil would love to keep us distracted, unmotivated, and undisciplined so that we don't reach our fullest potential. But one thing I know is that greater is he that is in me than he that is in this world. You can do it. There's nothing holding you back. There's nothing standing in your way. You can decide today that I'm going to be unstuck and I'm going to self-motivate myself and be disciplined to the things I said I'm going to do. Okay, honey, I hope that you enjoyed this episode and you feel more motivated than you did whenever you started it. I am rooting for you, sis, and I pray that you are well and you're doing something every single day to reach your most ambitious goals.